Good morning and welcome back to the series of AI and machine learning. In this particular chapter, we are going to understand the basics of data science and machine learning. Myself, Poonam Jain, Assistant Professor, Department of IT, Thakur College of Science and Commerce. Today, we are going to discuss about the basics of data science and machine learning. So basically, in this particular video, we are going to learn the introduction to data science, what is the use of data science, machine learning, the types of machine learning, its applications, its challenges and future directions. For example, now you have a data. Now you need to feed the data into the machine. What you will be doing? So first we need to clean the data. Then only you will be able to feed that particular data in the machine. So here the role of data science comes to a picture. So what is data science? It is an interdisciplinary field that uses scientific methods, algorithms and systems to extract the knowledge and insight from unstructured and structured data. So when I talk about data, it is a raw. And what you will be doing, you need to process the data so that you can fetch information, and from that information you will be going to extract the knowledge. So how we are going to do? So for that, what key components we require? We require data collection. That is, we are going to collect the data from different sources. Then we need to clean the data, analyze the data, visualize and interpret the data. And for what we are doing, the purpose is to make a data-driven decisions and predictions. That is the role of data science. Now, what is machine learning? As I say, machine learning is a statistical tool where we are going to feed the data, clean the data. So first we are going to deal with the data science, and once we are ready with the data, we are going to feed the data into machine learning. So it is a subset of artificial intelligence. So machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence that enables computer to learn from data and improve their performance over time without being explicitly programmed. So how we are going to feed the data? How machines are going to predict the future? So here algorithms, models, train the data and evaluation metrics. These are the components we are going to use and we will be predict the future. And for what purpose? So that we can develop a predictive models and uncover hidden patterns in data. Now, there are different types of machine learning. When I say different types, I'm going to classify those different types into 4 categories. First one is supervised learning. Suppose I have the data, or I can say a data I'll be replaced with the balls. I know there are only 3 color balls in a basket. So the label, the input and output targets are known. So assume I have red, blue and green in a basket, ball in a basket. So I'll be picking the ball, see the color and make the label. So here the supervised learning work in that particular part. Learn from labeled data with input output pair to predict or classify. For example, suppose you are receiving an email. Now we are going to categorize that email, whether this email is a spam or not spam. So what is spam and not spam? It is a labeled data. Supervised learning algorithm can be trained to classify these emails, whether when an email entered in the inbox, we need to label whether it is a spam or not spam. And how we are going to do? Based on certain features like word, sender, subject line, etc. Another example I can say stock price prediction. So using a historical stock market data, it is a price, volume, market sentiment, etc. Supervised learning model will train the data, train the model to predict the future stock price. What is unsupervised learning? So this is the second type of machine learning model. Unsupervised learning, here we have, for example, say I have a basket with variety colors of balls. I don't know what color, how many colors are there in the ball. I will be picking the ball, see the color of the ball, and then I will be going to predict I'm going to label that ball. Yes, so unsupervised learning model will work in that particular way. So it discovers patterns and relationships in data without explicit labels. And previously we know the label whether it is yes or no, but here we will be seeing with the label by predicting the relationship. For example, customer segmentation. So unsupervised learning algorithm can group customers based on similar purchasing behavior. For example, suppose a group of customers, they will be doing shopping only when there is a sale. A group of customers, they will be doing shopping when there is certain festivals. and a group of customers, they will be doing a regular shopping. So I need to cluster, I need to form a cluster of the similar patterns, and I'm going to do the segmentation. So unsupervised learning model work in that way. Another way is anomaly detection. Unsupervised learning technique can identify unusual patterns or outliers in data, for example, say fraudulent transaction in financial data or detect defective products in manufacturing. So that I am going to detect using unsupervised learning algorithm. Next type of machine learning model is semi-supervised learning algorithm. So basically, when I say semi-supervised learning, it's a combination of both supervised and unsupervised learning using some partial label data. Suppose I have a huge amount of data. I'm not able to classify the huge amount of data, but I can do a part of data into classification. So by this way, I can have combination of supervised and unsupervised learning model. Yes, in sometimes when we have large volume of data, it becomes difficult for us to label or to group the data. So semi-supervised learning comes to in picture. So for example, say document classification. In cases where only a small portion of documents are labeled, semi-supervised learning can be used to leverage both labeled and unlabeled data to improve the accuracy of document classification task. Another example I will say is image recognition. Semi-supervised learning can be applied to image recognition tasks where a large data sets of unlabeled image is available alongside a small data set of labeled image. So here I have an large email, suppose a vehicle. So that is a large email, but smaller data sets I can say label. In vehicle I can say this is a category of car, this is a category of bike, these are the category of truck. So these are the labeled data. So this approach can help to improve the performance of image recognition model. And the next type of machine learning model is reinforcement learning. You know what is reinforcement learning? It will interact with the given environment or by the feedback. It will learn by themselves and predict the outcome. For example, say game playing. In reinforcement learning algorithm where a trained AI agents. So whenever we are playing online, we have to play with some other participant on the network. So that participant may be a trained AI agent. So when I play with the AI agents, it will learn with the environment, it will feed the data and it will learn themselves. That is what like chess, Go and video games. So the agent learns to maximize its cumulative reward by taking actions in an environment and receiving feedback. Robotics. Reinforcement learning can be applied to robotic tasks such as robotic arm manipulation or autonomous navigation. So the robot learn to perform tasks through trial and error, receive reward for successful actions and penalties for the future. So basically in reinforcement learning algorithm based on good feedback and the bad feedback. So good feedback I can say rewards, bad feedback I can say penalties. By this way, using those environment, it learn itself. This type of machine learning model I can name as reinforcement learning. Now, where I can apply the machine learning models. You have seen my previous videos. I have detailed explained about the applications because that is an entire umbrella. So if I say healthcare, so AI in healthcare means what? I need to diagnose the disease. So how I'm going to diagnose the disease? By fetching the previous records or history of the patient, I can predict the future. For example, say if the patient is going to have a BP and sugar, how I'm going to predict? Based on the past history of the family of a particular person, I can predict the outcome. So this way, if I predict, I can take necessary actions before it becomes late. So healthcare, finance, marketing, autonomous vehicle, NLP and image recognition. These are the areas where you can implement a machine learning model and predict the outcome. So challenges in data science and machine learning. When I say you want to feed the data in a machine, suppose you will be training your machine. How you are going to train the machine? You will be divide your data into trained set and test set. but that trained data should be a quality one, because whatever you are going to feed, the outcome will be based on the input. So data quality is very important. If you are going to feed an inaccurate, incomplete or biased data, the outcome will not be as you are expecting. So data quality is one challenge in machine learning and data science. So it requires a lot of pre-processing tasks before your data sets are clean and ready to be fed to the machines. Overfitting models. Overfitting, for example, if you want to train your data with large amount of data sets, or any performs poorly or unseen data, it becomes difficult for the machine, because you are feeding the data into large numbers. Even if you want to test the data, it will not give you an accurate outcome. Interpretability, understand how models make predictions. So you should know what based on what kind of outcome you required. If you want to do an predictions, or if you want to do an clustering, based on that you need to understand how these models work. Ethical consideration, bias in algorithms, privacy concerns, job displacement, these are certain challenges if machine learning replaces the human. Scalability, handling large volumes of data and computational resource is one of the challenges, because if I want to handle a large volumes of data, so I required large space, large memory, I required computational resources, and it comes with the cost. So that also one of the challenges in data science and machine learning. So if I talk about future directions, advancement in algorithms, ethical frameworks, interdisciplinary collaborations, automation and AI, these are future directions where the researchers are still going. If I just take about interdisciplinary collaboration, it has to integrate with certain domains and data science expertise. Ethical frameworks, I need to work on it because it required transparency in machine learning model, and we required more complex algorithm. The more you design the complex algorithm, the more accurate prediction you will come to. Automation and AI, it increases the automation of data analysis tasks and integration with AI. So these are the future directions. When I talk about conclusion, we have explored the fundamentals of data science and machine learning, two transformative fields that have revolutionized how we process and analyze data to derive insights and make predictions. The first one is data science. It encompasses a range of technique and process aimed to extract a knowledge from data, including collection of data, cleaning process, visualization, and interpretation. It enables organization to make data-driven decisions, optimize the process, and gain a competitive edge in their respective industries. If I talk about machine learning, it's a subset of AI. It empowers computers to learn from data and improve the performance over time without being explicitly programmed. We have already discussed the types of machine learning models. So throughout this presentation, we highlighted the applications of data science and machine learning across industries. If you have not visited my previous video, I have given a detailed message on applications of data science and machine learning, and from healthcare to finance and autonomous vehicles. So these technologies are driving innovations, improving efficiency and solving complex problems in diverse domains. So thank you. In next video, you are going to learn about the models of machine learning, how the prediction has been done based on certain algorithm. Thank you.